Welcome to ItzRafiq. In this video, we are going to discuss the difference between while loop and do while loop. You have already got about loop. Loop means repetition. When we repeat same instruction again and again, we called it as a loop. Here we are going to find the main difference between these two type of loop. First, let's come to while loop. What is a while loop? Here, a while loop is a control flow statement in a programming that allow you to repeatedly execute a block of code as long as specified condition remains true. It is an entry control loop because the condition evaluate before entering the loop. Means in while loop, generally we check the condition at beginning. If the condition is true, then only the statement inside the loop body will execute. If the condition is false, at that moment it will exit from the loop and it will display whatever have outside the loop. And syntax is this way. First we'll write while, after that inside bracket we'll write condition and we'll give curly braces, inside that we'll write statement. This is the syntax for while loop. While loop we are going to use when we know the number of repetitions, exactly how much we have to do repeat. At that moment we can use while loop. Now this is the flow control of while loop. You can see this flow chart. First it will enter in the loop, then it will check the condition. If it is true, then it will execute the body of the loop. You can see the arrow mark, and again it will go to the condition. Again the condition will check. Again true, again it will repeat. Means it will, you have read about water cycle and all, means it will continue the cycle. But when the condition become false, the loop terminates, means it will exit from the loop. Here is a simple program that will display a statement 10 times. Here you can see the first line, it is a header file, then third line it is main function, and you might observe that line 2 is blank, and it is not mandatory or compulsory to keep any line blank. If we want we can keep, otherwise we can write in all the lines. It does not matter. After that I have declared a variable. The variable name is I, which we are going to use as index or to count the number of steps, and we are giving the value of I as 1. That part is known as initialization of the loop. After it we are writing while inside bracket the condition. That part is condition, and after curly braces we are writing our statement printf I love C, then slash n for new line. This is called as a statement. After that I have written I++. This will update the value of 1 or increase the counting. Means I is at first 1, after that it will be 2, then 3, then 4, and it will go on till 11. When the value become 11, then it will exit from the loop and it will display whatever outside the loop. So if we run the loop, the output will be similar to this one, like I love C, it will display 10 times, and if something is there outside the loop it will display there. Now what happens if what happens to a while loop when the condition is false? You can see here we have a program. Here the condition is I less than equal to 0, but here the value of I is 1. So 1 is not less than 0, that's why the condition is false. So what will happen in this loop? It will directly terminate the loop. It will not enter in the loop. It will come out from the loop, and outside the bracket whatever statement is, it will display that one. Like outside the bracket printf loop finish statement is there, so in output we are going to display that part. So the answer we can like this way: if the condition of a while loop is false initially, the loop body is not executed at all. The program simply skips over the loop and continues with the next statement after the loop. Now these questions might come for 1 mark or 2 mark. If comes for 2 mark, you can write this much answer, But if it is come for 1 mark, you can write simply the loop body will not execute, and it will display the outside statement. That will, by writing that part, you can easily get 1 mark. But if there is a 2 mark, you have to write little more, so you can write this answer. Now we are coming to do while loop. What is a do while loop? The do while loop is a control flow statement in programming that allow you to repeatedly execute a block of code at least once and then continue execution as long as the specified condition remains true. It is an exit control loop because the condition is checked after executing the loop body. The syntax is like first do, then statement, after that while condition. And remember, in while loop we don't write semicolon in condition after condition, but in do while we have to write. So here what happens, the when we execute a do while loop, directly it will enter in the loop without checking the condition. While it exits from the loop, it will check the condition. If it's true, it will again repeat. If it is false, it will exit. Means while we use do while loop, we can assure that it will run at least once. But in while loop, if the condition false, it will not run at all. This is the flow control of while loop. You can see arrow mark statement inside the loop. Means whatever statement inside the loop, it will print or display or execute. After that, arrow marks you can see till condition, means it will check the condition. If the condition is true, again it will come to the statement, it will display, again it will come to the statement. But if the condition is false, it will come outside the loop. Then a simple program to display same means whatever we have done in previous, that one only, a simple program to display a statement for 10 times using do while. You can see here, instead of while we are writing here do, then printf a statement, after that I++ to update the value of 1, and here condition while I less than equal to 10. Then a printf statement which displaying printf loop finished, then return 0. When we execute this program, we will get the output like this way. I love C 10 times, and after that loop finished. Now, what happens to a do while loop if the condition is false? If the condition is false after executing the loop body, the loop will terminate. Terminate means exit and display the outside statement. For example, in this program, you can see outside the loop we have loop finished, and as here condition is false, I less than equal to 0, but here I is 1 is greater than 0, so the loop should not execute only in while, but as it is do while, it will execute at least once. So you can see the output I love C, after that loop finished, means the first statement is inside the loop and the second statement is outside the loop. So we will get at least once output as once if we use do while loop. Now let's come to the difference between while loop and do while loop. Loop and do while loop. Now if the question comes for 1 mark or 2 mark, you can simply write it is as you can simply write it is a entry control and another one is exit control. Condition is checked at beginning, their condition is checked at end. But if it comes for 3 or 4 marks, you have to write more points. So here I am writing some points. You can write that one here while loop, and that side do while loop. Means while is white, do while is black here. While loop, it is an entry control, and do while, it is an exit control loop. In while loop, condition is checked before entering the loop body, and in do while, condition is checked after executing the loop body. Third point, if the condition is false initially, the loop body will not execute at all. And here, if the condition is false, it will run at least once, or you can write this one also. If you want to execute loop body at least once, then we can use do while loop. And syntax, while one, this one, while condition and statement, and syntax of do while, do statement, then while condition. So this is the difference between while and do while loop. I hope you all the doubts are clear regarding while and do while loop, and now you can answer any type of question that comes related to this. Thank you for watching. See you in a new video. Till then, take care and bye.